Disclaimer. All statements, analyses, and opinions provided are conjectural in nature and represent personal viewpoints only. Readers are strongly encouraged to perform their own independent research and due diligence.
Welcome to Milkhouse Conspiracies.
Do you really?
You said status?
Data centers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Data centers. Yeah. Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, I mean, did you hear about the New Jersey, how they did that? You know, that was New Jersey, they're kind of my heroes. You know, I'm not gonna lie. New Jersey, because we talked about New Jersey a couple of times in some of our episodes. New Jersey, and hats off, guys. Way to kick their behind, and that's all I gotta say is, I wish more Americans would step up and just put their foot down the old government's throat. I'm not gonna lie.
So give me the rundown. What happened in New Jersey?
Well, they basically they told them, voted on. There's no data center. I don't remember the exact details, but basically they just come down and they said no to data centers, and it didn't even look good. I mean, there's even some ICE issues in New Jersey, so there's a few things going on there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Have you heard people are stepping up?
I thought I seen you. I'm sure you know something about it, don't you?
I didn't at first when you first mentioned it, but I did see an Instagram reel of the city hall meeting, them yelling and stuff, like right outside of the courthouse.
Yeah, and you got the one in Box Elder County, and is that Utah? That's going on, and that's supposed to be 40,000 acres or some crap. So I mean, they want to go everywhere, and they said they weren't talking about trying to get ahead, but last I knew that China had like 500, and we had like 5,000 or some crap, and so it doesn't even really make sense. We all know what they're trying to implement, but we really need to get everyone. They need to, I don't know what it is, quit sitting around with their thumb up their butt, and let your voice be heard. I mean, we all don't want to lose what we got, but we're going to lose it one way or the other. We're just going to lose it a little bit slower. They made us prisoners. We just didn't even know it because they did it slowly. And that's kind of how I feel.
Brick by brick.
Yep.
Brick by brick, yeah. And from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, but the land that is used for the data centers, like if it runs for 10 years and they're done with it, like it can't be, the soil's dead.
Yeah.
They can't use it, correct?
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. I know it absolutely destroys all the water sources in the area.
Well, yeah, that, and apparently the sludge it gives off. That's the reason why it's even like almost. I don't even think reverse osmosis would work. So I mean, I think it's definitely doing something that we don't know. I mean, we can't say. I can't say I know everything about data center, but I do know that it's not something we need, and it's not something we survive without it. We don't need it. This is for something, this is for the higher up, the higher echelon, and they can righteously kiss the right side of my butt cheek, in my opinion. So,
yeah, because I know this land that they're buying, and you know what? It's their money, it's their land. They can do what they want with it, but they're sellouts. But I mean, I hate to say it, everybody's got a price, right?
Not
if they're
like,
okay, we want your 500 acres for the data center. Like, oh no, we would never do that. How does $25 million sound? And they're like, where do I sign?
Yeah, the fact that they want to put in everything and like unilaterally and like, oh no, we're gonna do it. All right, and that didn't yield well for Britain. And,
right.
So whatever, if you want to do that, you're peeing up the wrong tree. I'm trying not to cuss, but these guys are really making it hard, and I'm gonna get my blood boiling. Oh, is that Chucky? All right. Sorry. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. Scared the crap out of me.
Was that
I don't know
Gremlins?
that I ever saw it.
What? Chucky? Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't
Chucky.
think I've ever seen it.
Child's Play? Yeah, as a kid, bro. Man, he was sleeping on the side. They had like these little red-haired dolls. And you're like, man, they did this stuff on purpose.
I don't think I've ever watched.
Diabolical.
I've never watched a full Chucky movie, I don't think.
Listen, I know, Mr. Disney.
Mr. Disney, Mr. PG.
I know. Yeah, I had parental guidance. I
Oh,
just
that's right.
didn't use it, you know?
We talked about this before. Like the movies we compared growing up, Kyle's was all rated R stuff.
Yeah,
Dude, I
that's
had
it.
VHSs of Faces of Death laying around, dude. My parents did not care.
Did you have an older brother?
No, I had a dad that saw me on the weekends.
Oh. He's like, let me introduce you to some.
Yeah, hey, don't mind
Good
those.
movie.
Yeah, laying around. Just watch whatever you want.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's the fun dad.
Yeah, dude, I learned a lot from that dad.
I bet.
A lot what not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's your
Every
greatest teacher.
weekend was a different experience. Like, oh, I learned this from not that dad, or now I'm gonna learn from mom. You know, go back to moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one. My kids got to do the same thing. So hopefully, they don't think I'm that crazy old man.
Dude, you're good. I mean, you're a good dude.
I don't know
My
about
dad
that.
was
You
the
are a good
extreme, bro. I mean, I
Whatever.
won't get into details, but gee, many Christmas. Not a good guy, but not a great role model.
Mm.
How to live your life.
Dad, is he still breathing?
No. The crazy thing is,
Okay.
I started when I started maintenance at my last place I worked 20 years ago. He was there working, and he died like a year later
Mm.
while I was there working with him. So yeah, it's a weird time, but yeah, it's just one of the things. That's your dad,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
And he went through some stuff. I think he loved my mother even after they were divorced. You know, it tore him up, but he just he never had a father either. His dad died when he was 44, so he never had a dad growing up. So you know that probably had an effect on how he was raised.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I know this. You guys are, Jeff, I know you've been through this even at a young age. So,
Yeah. Life has a way of doing its thing.
yes.
Yeah, I
So-
get it.
Jeff's a strong man.
Oh no.
Humble too.
Yeah, humble, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's awesome.
speaking of daddies, Daddy Bezos, did you see what happened to his rocket the other
I
day?
did. That's
Yeah.
wonderful, wasn't it?
So this was in Cape Canaveral, Florida, and this happened on Thursday, and that was the 28th of May. And his rocket called the Blue Origin exploded on the launch pad.
Hmm.
And I saw the news because on Instagram it was just showing the point of view from people who were seeing the explosion in Florida, and it created a literal mushroom cloud. Did you see some of the footage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't even blow up the
Mushroom cloud.
scaffolding.
Good Lord.
Dude, here. Let me share my screen here, and I have a video of it. And it's crazy how people react to like what was going on.
Yeah, that's not even the best one of it either, is it? They're like, oh,
Is that normal?
You say, is that real?
No, is that normal? That's what they're all thinking. Is that the way
Yeah.
it's supposed to look?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, so here
When it
I'll
blows
restart
up.
the video.
That one even looks brighter already. I guess it's just a flash, but man,
Yeah.
You-
you can see
How
how
do
bright
I-
it was, and it did go off though. You know,
Yeah,
it looked
so
like
it was
Yeah.
I think it was shortly after 9, and then the sky lit up like it was day. It was that bright, the
Yeah.
explosion. Then it went down. But there was a comment in there. I think it was that video where someone says, "Now we know what people will do if a nuclear bomb goes off. They won't seek shelter. They'll just stand there with their phones." And be like, wow.
I mean, what else are you supposed to do?
I got to record this.
Yeah, I want to record it while I'm being vaporized.
yeah.
That
That's-
Instagram live's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, as the flesh is being ripped off my body.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it
Is
was
that-
just good.
Is that the thing that most people go to when they see something crazy? The other day I saw something crazy at work. I saw 4 deer in the middle of town come toward the factory. 2 of them went this way, right? Back in some other way. And 2 came through 2 ran toward the factory through a little gate area, right? and one went through the gate, through the wide open gate, 20 feet, right? And the other one ran into the fence on both sides of the gate, like 5 times, like full speed, put a dent in the fence. And the whole time I'm sitting there watching this with another guy, and I didn't even think to pull up my camera, my phone,
Right.
to
Yeah.
record this. It would have been viral. It was so insane to watch an animal run headlong into a chain link fence at full speed. And
Oh no, you'd have got in trouble for not giving them directions. But go ahead.
PETA would have been all over me.
Yeah, man, you should have made him a ladder.
Yeah. The funny thing was the other deer that went through was like when it got through the open gate, it stood there and was like watching the other one like, what are you doing? Just on both sides of the fence of the open gate. They couldn't see it. So yeah, but I wish I would have recorded it.
Kind of reminds you of society when you think about it. It's like, hey, there's a door you got to go through. I'm making my own, man.
No, man, I'm a trailblazer.
I can make it.
We're gonna do this.
Yeah, you're right, though.
Yeah, but
Like,
I didn't think to pull up my phone.
Yeah, there's two different kinds of people. One that will instantly pull out their phone, and one will just take it as it is.
Yeah,
I'm the
exactly.
same. My instinct
Experience
isn't
it.
to grab my phone. I'm just like, whoa.
I want to take this in, watch it. And we were both transfixed. We're like, what is going on?
Did the other
I
one
had-
get out eventually?
You know what?
Is it still there right now?
No. It
Is the
eventually,
deer in the room with us?
it eventually
Hello?
turned around and left the way it came in. It could not figure it out.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
bizarre. Yeah.
Selection.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Darwinism. Yeah.
Just
Darwinism.
couldn't
yeah.
get through the door. There's a gate right there,
Yeah.
man. I'm with you. I'm out.
Yeah, deer are interesting, and their mysterious black eyes they have. But you notice, like in a lot of the alien films, especially this upcoming one, Steven Spielberg Disclosure
yeah.
Day, that comes out, I
Right.
think, in July.
And he's talking about deer.
There's deer in it. I mean, there's some deer in some other alien film. What do you have any guess as to why they keep using that particular animal?
The deer head on the Baphomet. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole as above, so below, right? The deer, it signifies, in my opinion, that would be Baphomet. I mean, it's easy for me to think about it, but I guess it might be hard for everyone else because, I mean, you get the deer head, it really only shows the head. You might see the body, but it focuses on the head. But no, I don't know. I mean, you got skinwalkers, but deer are known as like really docile. Like they don't. I mean, I'm not saying the deers don't attack people, but they're really not known for it. So.
Right.
I don't know. It's just weird. But that's the only thing I ever thought of was like the Baphomet.
Here, I'm pulling up a picture right now.
I feel like that's a common movie trope, like just the deer head for sacrifices and rituals and stuff like that.
Well, this one looks, deer. It
like a
could be
goat.
deer or goat. Kind of looks like a goat head. And like this androgynous creature. So it's got the horns, it's got the Star of David, it's got the crescent moon, if you will, the Latin or whatever written on its arm, as above, so below.
And
Serpents.
transhumanism. You can say
What's that?
The transhumanism, like
Bruce Jenner?
yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
transgender,
Is that what we're
yeah,
talking about?
Transcoon. And I didn't notice too. It's got wings too, angel wings.
yeah, because fallen angel, obviously. That's how most of us perceive angels are having wings. That's the perception, anyways. Like everything is perception. Like I could say, why the sun go out of view? Perception. Your perception of it, because line of sight, whatever you want to say, no matter what.
Yeah, and I know the famous acronym GOAT, greatest of all
Goat.
time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny how they say, "Oh, he's a goat." When I first heard it, I thought, "Why would you want to be compared to a goat? Goats are
Yeah.
ugly.
Stink.
They stink. Like, why?" And then like, "Well, it means the greatest of all time." I'm like, "Yeah, but you could pick something else."
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just
And
think
the
that's-
acronym just works out.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
my generation's thing. I think it's pretty cool.
Goat.
The goat.
It makes sense.
Yeah. The acronym sticks, man.
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
is a goat. Just mess it up intentionally. Say you're a goat.
No, you're really a goat.
You're a goat, man. What?
The goats are kind of cute, though. I ain't gonna
You're
lie to you.
pissing all over yourself, and you'll eat anything.
That has
What's wrong
nothing to
with you?
do with me being a goat.
And when someone yells at you, you fall over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please.
those fainting goats.
Yeah, fainting goats. Like,
Yeah. That's
What-
so funny. I've watched too many of those videos of people scaring them.
hilarious. I've seen people do it too. Videos where people they get sucked up like goat. Like that's great too.
I'm trying to think of the term. What's the scientific term for animals with cloven hooves?
Um,
Come on, guys, help me out here. What
I
is it?
know what you're talking about.
Bovine.
It's
That's
a,
a cow.
Let me look. You said animals with cloven hooves.
yeah. There's a term for it. I can't think of what it is.
All right, I guess
I don't.
There's a term. I can't think of it. It's it's like a scientific term.
Aerodactyl,
No,
polydactyl, something like that.
that's a 5-fingered person.
I thought you said pterodactyl.
Yeah,
I
Poly-
did.
yeah.
Anyway.
even-toed ungulates,
Homologous.
bovides, cervids.
Well, I don't know. I think there was some stuff with elk and deer getting taken away by spaceships and aliens that these people witnessed out in the Northwest. They were planting a tree farm. And they were from Mexican descent guys, Mexican workers, and the object was like I don't know, from the stories they told, it was like 8 foot long, 10 foot, 12 foot long, had a red and white stripe on it, and it picked up an elk. They were watching these elk all day. These guys planting trees, these farmers, whatever you want to call them. And it picked the elk up, and when it did that, it was paralyzed. They said it just lifted it up, and there was no hoist, no connecting thing. And they used a term later. They were hypothesizing why that thing would have took it, and they were thinking about the chronic wasting disease that affects animals with cloven hooves in the United States and Britain.
Oh, mad cow.
Yeah, mad cow. Yeah.
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 Interesting.
That can pass to humans
Yeah.
if you eat. Yeah. That, which I didn't realize, when the DNR tells you to get your deer checked, is probably a good idea. But
does it have physical things like mange
symptoms? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But they think they found that same elk like a few miles away in the direction that ship took it, and it was just like gone. It was all ripped up and
Mutilated.
they were trying to mutilated. Yes, like they were trying to like pull it from the herd. I don't know.
That's weird.
Weird. Yeah.
So an elk. So the elk from the elk herd, correct?
Yeah. The ship came down.
Yeah.
And they watched it, and it picked it up, and as soon as it got above it, like the elk was paralyzed. It was like a statue, is what they called it.
So I'm not sure, like, because that's probably gonna sound dumb about elk herding, but I'm sure they probably go in, like, maybe a family or whatever. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a big herd of elk. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
The rest of them scattered, and that one was like singled out, and it took it. The ship took it away.
You should have kept running, man. That's what I tell you. You don't stand there and look at the bright light.
Don't look at the light.
If the elk was smarter, he just started running. The gravitational machine just grabbed his butt, and he's like, "Are you done?" Poor guy.
Have you guys ever heard that story about? Oh, what was his name? I'll bring it up later. It was a guy that got abducted, and he was hunting elk, and he shot at an elk, and when he shot at the elk, the bullet. You guys never heard this story? The bullet hit something and dropped.
Yeah, I've heard that. I feel like it was on like the Discovery Channel or something like that.
I can't remember his name.
When.
Yeah, it happened in like the 60s or 70s. 70s,
Yeah.
I think.
I remember watching like a little documentary about it, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
I remember the bullet like frozen in time though on the like dramatization of it.
Yeah, and then this guy shows up in a black suit with one cone hand and a no hand on this hand, and he used to ask him if he's hungry, and he passes him some pills.
He was gone for like 11 days, but he felt it felt like it was like 10 minutes or something like that.
I don't think he was gone that long. They took him up in the ship, and he said he was sitting. He describes it. I mean, it's all
Yeah.
documented. He
Hmm.
describes it
Man, the
very.
60s was 70s was a heck of a time. That's crazy.
Yeah, he just he describes this thing. They're
Oh,
sitting
that
at a
scene
little
was
thing in the
wild.
ship, and he said he looks behind him, and the ship's huge. But when he was on the ground, this little ship looked like a little 6x6 glass cube that you could see through.
How far away was he to see the bullet going, not going anywhere? I'm like, I mean, I shot a lot of bullets. I've never even ever seen one, but like, how would I
They
even?
recovered the bullet,
Oh,
the
okay.
actual evidence, and it hit something. They don't know what it hit, but it was so hard that it smashed the bullet. And yeah,
That's
you know, the
crazy.
sheriff, interviewed him, and he went up in the spaceship, and he said as he's going up, he could see a planet that got smaller and smaller, like a little dot, as he was going up. And he talked to this guy. Name was Ozo, and
Ozo.
Ozo was his name.
Ozo Lane. Ozo.
And he had hair like straw, is what he said. And and he wore a black suit because our sun hurts them. So we'll save it for another day. But it's a crazy story, man. And the guy ain't. He said you can believe it if you want, but it happened. And they brought him back because after they put him behind this X-ray machine or some screen, and they said we can't take you. They dropped him off, and he thinks it because he had a vasectomy. He wasn't fertile.
Mm.
So they brought him back and dumped him off. And when they dumped him off, his wife recalls, having a feeling of needing to go find him. And they found him.
What do you think the child support on that would have been if he could have had kids?
I know.
Yeah.
Populate our whole species.
Yes.
I don't know.
Man.
Weird.
He's going to be working for a long time.
Eternity.
Alimony's
That'd
eating him
be
up.
Yeah. Man, that's a good question, Jeff. I don't even know if I can got a good answer for that. That'd be
I don't know.
I mean, I know we're $40 trillion in debt, so I can only imagine what that dude would be in.
If you think they could take people, you would think they would have figured out how to inseminate females. If they could travel like that.
Well, okay, you're right. That's a great question. And the conspiracy surrounding these DNA testing companies like 23andMe, just to name one. I don't know some of the other ones, but there's a conspiracy going around that they're not testing for ancestry for the person. They're actually looking for certain bloodlines or bloodline of people that are mixed with alien DNA. No joke.
That actually does make the most sense for alien abductions is to try to replicate
Yes.
the lost Nephilim bloodlines, which is the strongest, so you can bring back
That's right.
the Antichrist.
Yep. Which isn't, for me, it's not a hard pill to swallow. Because you think, why would, I
Because it's
feel
all
like
satanic anyway. So, I mean,
That's
everything
right.
you do is a blasphemy. So, the closer you get to that, like the ultimate blasphemy, you're like, all right, well, now he's really ticked off. And,
Yeah.
that's when it starts to unravel because.
Yeah. Have you guys ever done any of those services?
Mm-mm.
No.
Absolutely not.
I even like having, I mean, I donated plasma, so I'm sure they got my blood somewhere, but I did not donate it willingly to these clowns.
Mm-mm.
No thanks.
Yeah. Kyle, you could have Nephilim DNA.
Dude, they want my DNA. I tell you what. I know they do. I'm too good not to want. I mean, come on. Not really. I'm not really. I'm just not that conceited. But yeah, they're pretty fake and gay. I'll give them that.
Carl Higdon, if anybody's curious. Was the
Okay,
guy's
I've heard
name.
that name before.
Carl, 1974, Wyoming. He was hunting elk.
Of course,
and
it's
he
Wyoming.
experienced it. Yeah. Why
A lot of
Wyoming?
crazy stuff.
Always stuff out there.
Well,
lot of stuff.
Wyoming, New Mexico.
Yeah, all those western
even
states.
Arizona. That's where a lot of your deep underground bases are at.
Yeah.
And you got mountain ranges around all that. I mean,
Yep.
if you're going to build anything, I mean, Montana is one of the first places to go. You got Huntsville, Alabama.
Get out of here.
That's right. Huntsville.
Screw you. I like that. I've been to Alabama one time. Got rained on. I had a great time. And you guys just ruined it for me with Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, because it got what's her face? Yeah, she said it's like a mecca.
Yeah, I went to Talladega. Mecca.
Talladega.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Papa John's was interfering.
Oh, dude, bring it over, man.
Papa
Oh, dude,
John's.
you got the
Just
pepper?
send it.
No, it's the cat.
The what?
Oh, the dog. Your cat's name Papa John's?
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I
I was
really am
thinking the
hungry.
delivery guy
I want
was there.
Chinese now. Ah,
I was like, if you need to eat your lunch, man, go right ahead.
Yeah,
Right.
no, sorry about that. He tried to jump up here.
Yeah.
dang
Dude,
it.
it
Get a little
hears.
bit of FaceTime.
It
Papa
hears us.
John's.
I'll
talking.
grab him. He's a great cat.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Or
love
maybe, well,
cats,
hopefully
man.
not racist like the other one, apparently. I'm just kidding, but
I mean, he
Papa
might
John-
be. He might be. He looks out the window pretty judgingly sometimes, so
That's just because he hates the human race. He really is racist.
that's what I hope.
I like this animal train we're on today. This is fun. And
Wow.
you heard the superstition around cats, right? Just normal house cats, or just the domesticated cat. Have you heard any theories surrounding it?
Their buttholes.
I heard there's
Okay, that's
something in
fine.
their feces or something that, like some type of thing that mind control for like rats and stuff. I don't know.
I've
control
heard
them.
that the meow was just to mimic babies.
Yeah, there's stuff like, a cat, if you have a newborn, the cat will steal its breath, air or something. Like if there's something about the litter box in their stool when you have a baby again, like there's like toxic something syndrome.
Exoplasmosis.
Yes, that you
Yeah.
can. Pregnant women aren't supposed to be around that, but it's funny because I heard some guys talking about cats, like the common cat we have here. They're the only animals in the world that have like reptilian eyes and circle eyes. Because if you look at big cats like panthers and tigers, they only
Yeah.
have circular eyes. They do not have slits.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you see all the Egyptian like hieroglyphic stuff, they were obsessed with cats. And there's some superstition that cats can actually ward off evil spirits, and it has to do with their eyes. So you think that's
Have
interesting, but it's
you
weird
guys
how their
ever
eyes
seen
goes
Captain
slit.
Marvel?
Oh yeah.
Been a while.
With
The
that,
little Nick Fury's cat?
yeah. What was that thing called again? I can't remember what it's called, but yeah,
Is
like
some type of alien.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I haven't seen that movie probably since it came out, but
Yeah, that's why he loses his eye. It's like
Mm.
a can't remember what it's called, but yeah,
everyone
Well-
freaks out whenever the cat comes around.
yeah. Like that's not a scratch. That's what happens.
Yeah. They also kind of give a warning if like something bad's going to happen. Their fur goes up, they start hissing. Like
Mhm.
the animated movie, Mary and the Witch's Flower has some cats in there that kind of help her off and on. Like Sabrina the Teenage Witch has a cat. You think like that is a pretty common theme, but I've had pretty good experiences with cats, but they do some weird things at times.
Yeah, I mean Papa's a pretty good dude. I like him.
Papa John's.
Yeah. Just don't eat them.
Well, I try not to. I call him Father John sometimes when he
Father
deserves some
John.
respect.
Oh, I got you. He was in your good side. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I get that. Yeah, my cat's named after Dragon Ball, so
That's pretty
Wait,
solid.
what's the name?
well, his name's Beerus.
Beerus. Okay. Yeah.
He's the god of destruction,
Mhm.
and he acts like him too sometimes because he really likes to destroy the cardboard thing. It's like that little shredder thing. So,
Mhm.
but they're pretty cool. I don't know. My cat, he's like a dog. So I got lucky. I love dogs, and I got a cat dog. So he'll walk around. He'll let him go outside. He'll do whatever. He really doesn't leave the yard if you're out in the yard, but then he's not afraid to go and wander and gander around. But he's getting
That's the
older.
best kind of cat. You just
Yeah.
kind of let them do what they want.
Yeah, and honestly, you should talk about a cat or kitty litter. I mean, hardly ever. Maybe during the winter. Every time it's always outside. So I'm like, he basically is a dog when it comes to that. He just goes outside wherever. So
The kitty
Okay.
box is
yeah, it
yeah.
saves me so much money, so much hassle,
Yep.
so much work. I honestly don't even like having it in the house. I just figure in case he gets left in there, I have it in there, but
Mhm.
I don't ever have to clean it out.
Yep. True that, dude.
It's best. True to Papa John's though.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back at some point.
To continue the animal train, There was a guy, which I don't know his name. He was on Tucker Carlson's podcast, and he was talking about panda bears and the
Oh,
conspiracy
Yeah,
surrounding
yeah,
it. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
No.
he said that s- panda bears did not come into like art or literature until like the late 19th century. I looked it up. That was true.
That's
And
weird.
they don't own a patent on panda bears. The China doesn't, but they basically control the diplomacy around the globe with how they distribute panda because they breed pandas exclusively in China. And I guess China has a huge bamboo problem, and that the whole conspiracy is that they created the panda bear because they look like bears, but they're like worthless.
Yeah.
They're dumb, they're gentle, and all they eat is bamboo. They don't even eat meat, I'm pretty sure.
They're
Yeah.
clumsy. They
Yeah.
can't hardly breed
Yeah,
yeah.
to save their own lives.
yeah. So it's funny that you're like, maybe it's an actual genetically lab made creature just
a
for
big
eating
raccoon.
bamboo.
A
Yeah.
lab made
Yes.
fatty.
I mean, it makes
It-
sense.
It
though.
does
Yeah.
kind of make sense. Yeah. When I saw that, like you, James, I'd like, dude, that makes a lot of sense.
But think about it. But okay, bamboo would be it's kind of sure it turns your body would turn it into sugar, basically, in my opinion, right? But sugar also makes you not very smart. All right, that would make a lot of sense as to why pandas are smart. All their thing is bamboo, and it just processes it into sugar. I mean,
I
that,
would think it'd be different than eating like a bag of Skittles, though. You know what I mean?
Yes.
well,
Well,
I
it's
mean,
a plant. It
maybe,
has
but
fiber,
It's-
which helps
yeah,
slow
I mean-
down the absorption of the sugar.
like I said, I don't
know how
know,
much
but if
sugar's
it's
in bamboo.
but if it's the only thing you eat, though, it's not like okay, for humans, we tend to get smarter because we eat cooked red meat or cooked meat, right? If we didn't cook it, it would take even more for us to
So you're
process that nutrition. So what
you're
I'm saying,
reinforcing the whole thing
so I'm
that
just saying
they're
that
not natural.
yeah, I mean,
Yep.
it seems like,
Yep.
without eating something that has more than one, like
Yep,
if your
they
diet's
shouldn't be
just
here.
one thing,
Yeah.
it just
You're
seems to
right.
me, to me, it seems weird because, I mean, any animal almost has a balance out of a few things. I mean, raccoons will eat anything, right? And they're
Yeah.
pretty smart, right? And
Oh yeah, they're crafty little shits.
so, I mean, it seems like anything that has like a vast diet tends to be a little bit maybe on your smarter and more wild side,
Yep.
like humans.
Pandas are made in a lab in China. That's
I
it.
believe it.
Yep.
Now, are you guys, speaking of animals,
Yeah, they
are
are.
you guys familiar with Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yes.
Yes.
That was on
Eustace
Cartoon
and-
Network, wasn't it?
Oh, that
Yes.
was so. You actually got to watch that?
Yeah. Oh, I loved
No.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Well, I'm talking about James in this one. Sorry,
Oh, my
but
bad.
no, I get it. I get it. You did.
Okay,
You're good.
I
I
should
know. I did
preface.
too, bro.
I
You're
watched
good.
some of it. I didn't like tune in every day, but I definitely know what it is. Yeah,
I've heard of
it
it.
was at the same time as Ed, Ed, and Eddie, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, you know what? When you said Ed, Ed, and Eddie, and I looked at Jeff, his picture just showed up. It kind of almost reminded me of Ed for a minute. Just the way
It's pretty spot on.
Buttered toast. Not the way you sound or anything. It's like, this the laugh right there. Like, oh.
That's funny.
It's pretty spot on.
What about it, Jeff?
So I heard an interesting thing yesterday. There's another TV show called like Kansas Cold Files or something like that. And every episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog follows that like perfectly. And the Kansas like Cold Files are things that actually happened.
Whoa!
And like the family in Courage the Cowardly Dog, like the old man and old woman, they're based off real people too. And there was like reports they made to like the police of like skinwalkers and all types of other weird stuff going on. And then
Or Eustace.
somebody went to the house to go check on them, and there was nobody there except their dog Courage.
Dude,
Oh, man.
kudos to these online detectives that find this stuff.
Yeah,
Because
kid.
we've all done it where we watch a show as a kid and then we go back and we're not going to rewatch the whole thing, but we start to see things from a different lens as an adult. And you're like, wait a second,
yeah.
Yeah.
interesting, dude.
I haven't got to go back and watch any of them yet, but it's on the list.
And once you lift the veil, it's crazy. And it's like, we can't have nothing here that's just authentic.
Once your
No.
third eye's open, you can't close it. There's no lens.
I feel like I can't even go take a crap and it be real, like, sorry, but.
I'll verify it for you.
That's real.
I can smell it. It's real.
It's real.
That's so good,
You
Jeff.
need more
That
fiber.
was spot on.
You need more bamboo, bro.
That was great.
Bamboo. Yep.
Oh Jesus, that was great.
I take a dump. I don't even
I'll
know if
smell
it's
it.
real anymore.
Yeah, I can't even tell what's real.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fake.
man. I think that made my day.
Yeah. The animal stuff, though, it's funny. Even Courage the Cowardly Dog in TV shows, especially childhood shows. You ever notice they use a lot of hybrid or chimera type creatures in all kid shows? Like the animals are always mixed with something else, or they're walking upright, or they speak, or they just look odd. Do you ever notice that kind of stuff?
Example.
Um, example like Peppa Pig, and there's a
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a popular British kid show. It's pretty cute, but my daughter pointed out the other day that in Peppa Pig they had breakfast, and one of the episodes, or excuse me, they had
They were
breakfast, and
eating
she was
bacon.
actually, yes, they were fed bacon, like
That's so
forced
weird.
cannibalism. Yeah,
Why would they do that, honestly, though?
I don't know. And then they went to the zoo. I don't know if the same episode, and they were looking at animals that were normal animals, but they're animals.
And
It's
they-
like, what is happening here?
What's this pig doing running free?
yeah,
What the heck,
if you
man?
look at that, it is subliminal. It is a subliminal message. I mean, you're right. Why would they do it, Chuck? Because they're evil pieces of good things
Right.
that I can't say. I have
Yeah,
a lot of
but
bad words.
seriously, any kid that actually is thinking with their with their with their brain would look at that and think, yeah, like your daughter, James. They were like, why are the pigs eating their
Yeah, she caught that.
bacon?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah,
Well,
because
and
bacon comes from pig traditionally.
Yeah. That is disturbing.
Do they get it from a restaurant?
I don't know, but they were definitely
When they
served
serve the
it.
bacon, I was just wondering because I mean, think about that McDonald's. I mean, I seen this one the other day where like apparently McDonald's made place a distribution center or something. I don't know exactly what you want to call it, but got raided and had set for animal or not selling. Basically, got for cannibalistic. Like they were chopping up human body parts and everything, which I don't know if it's true, but I've seen it in a few different places. But it's like you don't hear it in the mainstream news, so you're like, okay, is this credible? Is it not? I mean, it
Well,
didn't.
back in the 20s, the 30s, back in China, there was a meat shortage, and Albert Fish, the serial killer, developed a taste for human flesh back then. You could go in any dark alley and ask for a body part, and you could get it. That was in the World War II era, meat shortage, cattle, and then he proceeds to come back to the States after the war and starts murdering children, basting the rump roasts in the oven after he tenderizes them by beating them. True story, bro. Albert
Yeah.
Fish, the gray man.
I wouldn't deny that humanity.
So
I
why
have yet
wouldn't it
to
happen
see
now?
this new- Yeah.
Why not?
Well, there's that recording I'm sure you've heard that went viral from a not so popular radio show where this particular gentleman was spilling the beans on fast food and how the American public consumes human flesh through fast food. And he kind of states in so many words, the math doesn't math with beef production.
Right.
And they have the fillers. That's why we joked about with the McDonald's CEO. They call it a food product. They're not calling it, they may say it's 100% beef, but we all know those commercial words are like, well, beef, what is your definition of beef or red meat? So we've made a big change. We don't eat really any fast food, like unless it's maybe Culver's, even though they could be same things. But some of the larger food chains, I've seen too much. I just have the heebie-jeebies, and
Yeah, you don't
I've
know what's
eaten
in that
plenty of it
patty.
in my day, but I don't know.
Well, if your food does, at least like I would say the Burger King. If I go to Burger King, I won't go to McDonald's. I'll go to Burger King at least for the most part because I know that food will, grow mold. All right, so
Mm.
if it grows mold, then it should be all right. But I'm not saying the meat isn't. I would think it's beef. I would hope so. It says they claim it's 100% beef. It tastes like beef to me, but I mean, I definitely I feel
You
you.
get that euphoric feeling when you eat it. You're like, "Yes."
No, honestly, I just feel like I'm hungry. I don't get that you feel no, I just feel like it does
Not
taste good. I love
satisfied.
it. Yeah,
God's like, I want more
I do
now.
love my bacon though. I know I shouldn't eat
Oh,
bacon.
bacon's so good.
Yeah, but bottom feeders, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they eat
What's the big
anything.
thing about against pork with the Jewish people?
It's because
Oh,
pork.
Unclean.
They're
Yeah,
bottom feeders. They basically
unclean
eat anything. They carry parasites and
parasites. Yeah,
yeah,
I
So
always
they
dirty.
heard it
prefer
was because
human flesh, right? Because it's the top of the food chain, right?
apparently,
Okay. Just making
and
sure.
human
If we're following
blood.
the logic
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, but it does say I wouldn't say, and they're what they're mean what they're talking about because it does say in the Bible that don't eat it, but that was in the Old Testament, and
yes, that was
I'm not
Old Testament. Yeah,
I'm not saying in the New Testament it's the same way, but I mean,
and it's
anyway,
like the
the I see is
correlation.
parasites anywhere. So
Yeah, you're right. You could have medium rare hamburger, and you could still have parasites.
chickens get parasites. I mean,
Yeah,
if you don't
chicken.
deworm anything, you get parasites. Like I mean, you have to, there's natural remedies like that we got to use that I think would really probably benefit most people just to have a clearer mind. Fluoride, more herbal toothpaste, right? Less fluoride.
Yeah, we haven't used toothpaste with fluoride in it for years. I mean, my pineal gland has probably been calcified for at least 20 years, so that's why I can't think very well. But
Calcify.
does that stuff make a difference? I mean, I don't know. I think
You
I'm
can't
trying.
take your brain apart. See, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't need a lobotomy right now to find out, but
yeah.
yeah, I think that stuff matters, and I feel like when the government says like we're putting fluoride in your water to help with cavities, I'm like everybody still gets cavities. That doesn't work. It clearly does not work.
Well, yeah, because my girl said something right the other day. She's like, "Well, how comes whenever you die, you put your teeth in the ground and they won't decompose, but when they're in your beside your body and you're drinking, eating everything daily, living in a live organism, they decay." I'm like, "Oh, it makes sense because everything in dirt's organic. Everything else you put in your body, if it's not organic, it's probably going to decay one way or the other, especially if you don't have some sort of way to rework the enamel. And I mean, there's a lot of things we aren't told, and because we'd live a lot longer if we knew like what Adam and Eve knew and stuff, where they lived 900 some years. I mean, obviously the lifespan is a lot shorter now, just because after the flood. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of things where we could probably live to be 120 years easy, but we die when we're 60s and 70s because we
Yeah, I
were
believe that we're being poisoned and contaminated daily with our food and water, and that's not even counting environmental pollution, that we
yeah.
have. But
We got to get the
you know,
chemtrails.
Is there something
chemtrails.
about the
Yeah.
telomeres in there?
What's that, Chuck?
Our telomeres in our DNA.
Yeah.
They clipped them to shorten our life span.
Yeah, life expectancy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
It's like on the back. Let me see if this had. So I have a can of Coke Zero here. Let me see if it says it. Yep. So if you notice on the ingredients list for most products, there's something called natural flavors in it.
Yeah.
You're-
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Are you going?
So
Are you
I'll-
going where I think you're going?
I'm going
Beavers?
there. So I don't know it's been a while since I've looked over the information, but the natural flavors, it apparently comes from a aborted fetal cell line. Something about one of the original abortions and the fetus, they use those cells and clone them. And
Mm-hmm.
through this Franken science, they make natural flavors, and it is in everything.
Yeah.
And it
Everything.
causes cancer and degenerative diseases, everything. And you can't find anything without those two little words like natural flavors.
Natural flavors. Sounds so good, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's natural. Even
Flavors.
LaCroix.
Yeah.
Come on.
LaCroix is
So
like
is
the
poop.
worst carbonated soda in the world. It's like an essence of flavor, but it has natural flavors in it. Like, what is that?
Yeah. It's a generic blanket term to
Yes.
cover a bunch of stuff.
Somebody said
You
they're
know what I
saying
did today? I tilled a garden.
You get some natural
Oh.
flavors in there.
Yeah, got some beaver
Sprinkle some
buttholes in there. You've heard that, right? The beaver buttholes for the strawberry flavor they put in oatmeal, Quaker
What?
oatmeal. Yeah, that's where I thought he was going with the natural flavors.
Oh, the
Here,
beaver.
why don't you take us there, Chuck?
Yeah, take us
I
to the
can't.
beaver
I can't.
buttholes.
I can't take it. But they their gland in the beaver's genitalia, whatever you want to call it,
Buttholes
that they
are
get that
discarded.
strawberry flavor from. That they put in the whatever the flavoring for
Delicious.
strawberry. Yeah, it apparently tastes like strawberry, but that's where it comes from.
Now,
I've seen
here's
a lot of different, videos on that.
well, that begs the question: how does one
Terrible.
come to find that
Find
out?
out.
Like, man, this beaver butthole tastes like strawberries. The
Put your tongue on it.
salisberries taste
Put your
like
tongue on it,
salisberries.
Man, I don't know if I'm ever going to not think about
It
beaver
sounds like
buttholes.
something like a group of friends would have told their like dumb friend, so we would
Right.
try it, and then they actually found out it tasted like strawberries.
Yeah.
Dude, we're selling this to the company.
I feel like
But-
that'd be so wrong in like so many ways.
How'd you catch the beaver?
Yeah.
You got to trap them.
How'd you get him to consent?
Maybe it was
Oh no! There, it's there's a total euthanization going on there. It's the whole beaver. You get the pelt, you get all the other stuff.
You got
Yeah,
that one
man.
guy who's like, I take all the buttholes.
All the buttholes on my
I
cart.
got a high price for them.
I feel like this
You
happened
like
in
strawberry jelly?
was this in Deliverance?
I don't know, man.
Deliverance. Oh, I got a fun fact about Deliverance.
I'm glad we could make that
Let's
correlation.
do it.
Go ahead.
So, my dad, like in 2004, him and a few of his buddies went to a NASCAR race, and they decided to go fishing out where that movie was filmed, and they got lost out there for like a night. And it was
Your
on like
dad?
y'all, yeah,
Oh,
way
wow.
back in the day. Stephanie can verify this too. She could probably tell it better than I can. But apparently it was on Yahoo News, and there was like news clippings, and they sent search and rescue out for him, and they were just out where they filmed Deliverance.
Oh,
Did-
wow.
did they
that's
hear the guitar?
hilarious.
I,
the
I
band-
asked him that. He
The
didn't say
banjo. Sorry, the
anything.
banjo. Yeah.
Oh
I
man.
asked him. He said no.
Mm.
No pigs. They didn't come across any pigs.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. There weren't any pigs squealing. That's the only thing I really remember from that movie.
That was what? Where was that at, Jeff?
I want to say the Carolinas.
Was it
something like
Carolinas
that.
or West Virginia or?
Ooh, West Virginia sounds right, just based on the looks of the cast.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. I can't remember. It's a good flick though, man.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen I'd seen most parts of it, but once I saw the squeal like a pig scene, I was out. I was like, I can't watch this, man.
I don't-
there's
yeah.
there's a level of movies where you can get emotionally invested in. I'm cool with like The Predator. That's a mankind triumph over some alien species. But when it comes to man on man rape, it just totally that's for older guys.
Sorry.
So
Sorry, I
if
couldn't
you're not a
It
kid
is-
to watch.
It's real. It's
Yeah.
real though.
It's totally
It is
real.
real.
It
It
is
is.
real.
I didn't mean to
I-
laugh.
It's,
That phrase just caught me off guard.
it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
You
Getting
know what
raped.
they say: if one man can hold you down, two can rape you.
Yeah.
Dude.
Ooh.
It's
That
just-
is real
it's-
too. That is real.
That Justin Gaethje said that one.
But
Oh,
yeah.
that's scary.
There's certain cinema that's just made for a certain age group of audience, and I wasn't ready for that shit.
Yeah.
Was it who wrote that? Stephen King?
I don't know.
Whoever
sounds
was
Stephen
That's a good
King-ish.
question.
terrible.
Can somebody take me back to Deer Hunter? What was the premise of that movie?
Isn't it like a
Deer
Vietnam vet sniper? or
Vietnam
something like
veterans
that?
were they hunting people?
I think so.
I had no idea, dude, or I would have watched it. That's like the first Hard Target. Remember Jean-Claude Van Damme?
1978?
Yeah, Deer Hunter. Was that about Vietnam vets going out and hunting people?
Let me pull up IMDb here.
I feel terrible not knowing this because it's like a commonly referenced film.
So it
Haven't
says the
seen-
storyline. Michael, Stephen, and Nick are three best friends who enjoy going deer hunting quite often. They get enlisted to head the they get enlisted to head to Vietnam to fight for the country and celebrate with a farewell party, as well as Stephen marrying a pregnant woman named Angela. After the horrors during the war, the edge grabbing games of Russian roulette they are forced to play, Michael returns home and realizes that his deer hunting outings aren't the same as they used to be because of the war, and he eventually finds out that Stephen is handicapped and Nick hasn't returned from Vietnam. And in response, he heads back there to rescue him.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar?
Not even close to what I heard.
I know. Robert De Niro. Yeah.
Robert the money.
Robert De Niro, man, that guy's such a tool.
Yeah.
He is a tool.
I mean, I'm not a big Trump fan, but Robert De Niro is just a tool. You know,
he is the
definitely not
arbiter of Trump derangement syndrome. If you ask me.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Come on, bro. Before we know what we know now, he was like all against the guy, unless he never said anything about anything being real.
Mm.
He never knew what we know now, but he was totally against.
I feel like Robert De Niro has always been about himself.
Yeah, he's a conceited piece of shit.
He like plays the same character in every movie. Just
right.
Maybe just.
He's kind of a one-trick pony. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay. The Irishman, right? Holy crap! 3 hours of bull crap. Good movie, but like, okay, we couldn't get someone else to play like young Robert De Niro. I didn't even know what the heck was going on the entire time because you got his old ass sitting there the entire time, and you don't even it was just terrible. It was just Robert. I feel like I was just watching Robert De Niro play a mobster that I knew nothing about. It wasn't for like the other actors. I wouldn't even know what was going on. I was like, hey, it's Robert De Niro, and he played a mobster because he's 80 years old.
Right. It feels like he's not authentic, dude. I don't think that guy's ever thrown a punch in his life or experienced anything
Meet the
bad.
Parents, he wasn't even funny. He was the same. Like, I don't know what the hype was about Robert De Niro. I just think he was a terrible actor. I don't see what the point is.
Yeah,
if he was Denzel Washington over Robert De Niro. Anyway.
Oh yeah, Denzel's awesome. Yeah,
Denzel's pretty cool. Yeah,
he's
if
a
he
good
was
dude.
Sitting at a diner, I wouldn't talk to him.
No,
I wouldn't either. Just because.
Nope.
I'd give him this. I'd say, "Hey, drop something," and then be like,
"Hey, does this poop smell real to you?"
Yeah.
Is that strawberry jam you're eating?
Yeah, is that you ever tried beaver? Yeah.
You like beaver butthole? Because you
beaver
love
claws?
that strawberry jam.
They're called beaver claws.
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah. Oh, Chevy Chase. I heard he was hard to work with.
I heard he's an a-hole.
An a-hole. Yeah.
Really?
That's a shame.
I heard that's why he got kicked off Community.
Well, it really surprised me because he never really been anything past like National Lampoons. I mean, what do we know past 1980s with Chevy Chase in it?
Yeah. Funny Farm was a good one in the 80s. Yeah.
What was it?
Funny Farm.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess he did land one role. Twice.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing about Ryan Reynolds. That
I heard that too. I heard he's a real prick.
Yeah,
you ever seen Deadpool?
Yeah,
that's just Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool.
Yeah, I imagine even if he's going with the script, he's probably exhausting to be around.
Oh, could you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
He just won't shut up.
Yeah. Look at me.
Yeah.
That's why the first one was like a Wolverine Origins or whatever, where he like shuts his mouth. That was the best because that's what everyone wants out of Ryan Reynolds. Just zip his mouth shut and move along. I mean, look at Blake Lively and what she got, and with the Justin Baldoni lawsuit, that got.
Oh, dude, that got crazy, didn't it?
I was like, I don't even know who Justin Baldoni was, but I'm glad the guy won, and
I'm glad he won too. Yeah, piss off,
whatever.
Blake.
Like Blake Deathley.
Well, she's like, it's the world. They're extreme narcissists, man.
Yeah,
extreme.
I'm glad you like that one, Jeff.
They really think they make the world
definitely about that for a little bit.
Dude, yeah, she's a good looking gal. But
yeah, she's pretty, but
you can't beat people over the head with that. You can't just do whatever you want all the time.
If you were blind, you wouldn't know better. So
it's true. Blind people are immune.
You still have to listen to her talk, so you know enough there. You just be like, get a ball, put it in her mouth.
Kyle.
Shut up.
Kyle, come
What?
on. I don't know.
Oh, Elizabeth.
What? We're not,
Dude,
I
when I
wasn't
think,
talking like.
sorry,
Go
Sorry.
ahead, Chuck.
I was ballparking like that. I think Pulp Fiction scarred me as a young man.
Mm,
Never
That
seen
that
that one.
that pawn shop scene, dude, that was like, whoa, man.
That's
yeah.
kind of like a
I mean,
deliverance.
honestly,
Yeah.
dude, it messed with me. It was like, dude, what? That's whoa.
Yeah, and
You know,
Bruce Willis got to
there's
go free
weird,
because he's like Marcellus Wallace. Man, imagine being your enemy being your best friend.
right? At that
Oh
moment,
my
he's gonna be
God.
your savior, bro.
It went full
Dude,
circle that way though, didn't it? It was.
dude, that's a crazy. I don't know, but that whole
It,
thing was like,
yeah.
what in the world? There's people out there. I think it was one of the. I mean, I haven't lived a sheltered life, but as far as that kind of shit goes, I never, had to deal with anything like that. I'm fortunate. I mean, I'm not, but I experienced the other side of life. The drugs, the partying, the divorces, and single parents, and all that. But
Mhm.
I never experienced any trauma like that. You know what I mean? And like, I was like, dude, really? What the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like something that just totally floors you when because that wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah, because like out of anything, like you see this big old black guy. I mean, the Marcel's a big
Right.
guy, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
being a big guy, and that's what your first thing go to. You're like, yeah, I was like, this is weird because,
Yeah. And that was major. That was a major movie.
yeah, I mean, it's not a bad movie. I mean, there's a lot of
It's a good
references into
movie.
it, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot that happens. It's a really,
Yeah. Pulp
yeah,
Fiction,
Speaking
though.
of
There's,
Tarantino movies, have
it
you
is a
guys seen Hateful
Tarantino.
Eight?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one. You're
That
right.
one's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all are like
They're
even
so
Yeah.
Django.
violent,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, was
gory.
that necessary to
No,
Yeah. He's
depict
he's
that
a
snow scene?
I
because
watched that way
he's
too
a
young.
he's a pervert with blood. Like he's just gotta just overdo it
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. He
beyond
does have a
desensitization.
bloodlust. Yeah, like he's got a
Yeah,
sense.
bloodlust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want that wow factor, so you got to have this, and
Yeah.
you just can't have like a. I mean,
There's other
Have a
ways to
normal
convey it.
death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
nothing
think
left to
Forrest
the
Gump was
imagination.
a great movie
Yeah,
back in the day, but
exactly.
now I can't even
Exactly.
look at Tom Hanks the same. So I can't watch Forrest Gump because I
Yeah.
just think that
hmm
he,
Yep.
I'm same way, bro.
I'm
I
like, dang,
feel
why you?
totally different about that guy.
Yep.
This
Yeah,
joke might have to get cut, but imagine Forrest Gump on Epstein Island.
Right.
yeah.
How old are those girls?
You're like,
Mr.
I'm gonna go
Knight.
to Epstein
Well, I don't understand why everything
Island
gets
for some
cut because I
fun.
mean, yeah, I'm
God,
like,
Bring
Oh,
dang,
Jeff
now
some
if their life
shrimp.
was like a box of cobblers.
box
What
of
kind
top
of
is
shrimp do
never
you
know who you're
want?
gonna get. We shouldn't even. That's not even funny.
That's
That's
horrible.
so true though.
It's
The
true
shipping
though.
container is gonna get
Yeah, if you
wet.
bring the worst out of me, stop it.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm teasing, dude. Chuck, you mentioned that movie scarred you as a kid. I think it's Stand By Me. Does that sound
Oh,
familiar?
That's a
oh yeah. Well, I
great
love Stand
movie.
by Me. Yeah, love
So
it.
that was by
Stephen
Stephen
King.
King.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's that movie. I saw it way too young. And isn't there a scene where they're like in the swamp or something? They get a bunch of leeches on them.
Leeches. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the
I
blood.
saw that as a kid and like, I don't know, they're in their underwear or something. He's
Yep.
pulling them and like he's freaking out. As a kid, I saw that I cried because I was like 7. And I
Right.
was like
It's on his
terrified.
wee wee.
Yeah, I was because he's screaming and I was screaming and I ran out of the room crying. You're just flipping the TV
Yeah.
channels, but
Yeah.
I just that messed me up as a kid too. Whenever I hear or see a leech
Yeah.
now, I think of that.
Yeah, the way they portrayed that.
Yeah.
That was brutal. Yeah.
Brutal.
God.
Yeah.
You know what
Don't wanna
movie
see a
stuck
dead
with
body.
me for a long time when I was a kid?
What's that?
I think it's like Scary Movie 2, but like the scene where the lady's in the TV brushing her hair and she gets in a fight with the one chick, Cynthia or something, through the TV. You guys know
The
what I'm
girl from
talking
the
about?
ring?
Yeah, like,
Oh, okay.
but like the scene where she's brushing her hair and she smacks the fly and actually hits the lady.
Oh yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
That scene scared the heck out of me for years after I saw it.
It's because you thought it was like
I
gonna
thought it was
happen.
real, dude. I was
How
so
old
respectful
were
to the
you?
TV after that. I was like 8 or 9. We were
Yeah,
flipping through the
that's an
channels, like you
impressionable
said.
age, 7 to 9
Yes.
years old.
Yes,
Yeah, it
you're just
wasn't
a
like I was
sponge.
allowed to watch it, but my sisters were jerks and knew that would get me.
No way.
It was fun.
Yeah,
Not Stephanie.
yeah.
No, she's not
Because
vintage
Jeff,
at
you're the
all.
youngest, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They got me good.
It's all right. That means you're the most well liked by the
Yes.
parents.
Oh, that's
Not
true.
the siblings.
You are, yeah,
They
absolutely.
they did some stuff. One time I was in like middle school and they were making a like cake for Mother's Day, I think, and they messed up the cake, but I had went to bed by the time the cake was messed up, so they decided to throw the cake away except for like crumbs on a plate and like put it beside my bed with an empty glass of milk and told me I ruined Mother's Day because I ate her cake while I was asleep.
Oh my
That
God.
is
Holy
diabolical.
crap,
God
dude.
is that
No,
in
my
words of
earbuds died.
freaking Billy Butcher, that's diabolical for sure. For what he just
Man.
said.
I think you guys
Sorry,
need to have
my
a talk
earbuds died at the worst time.
with Stephanie about that.
Yeah, I think you
3
need to.
crumbs for Mother's Day. Holy
Get some
crap.
context on that, because if that's true, oh my God.
That's like World War III worthy. I'm pretty sure. You could probably get.
It's
You
like
could probably be
nuclear.
bombing Iran over that or something.
The
You
next
guys
time I
hear me?
see her, I'm just going to be
Yep,
like,
we
"You're a
got you.
monster."
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, by
I
the
think
way,
it's my phone settings.
cervids is the scientific term for animals with cloven hooves.
Cervids. Interesting. That
Cervids.
sounds,
That's the term. I was trying to
sounds
think of it. I
whack.
couldn't
I
think
actually
of
did
it.
say that one. CERV, I did. Yeah, cervids.
Did you say that one?
Yeah, I said there was bovids, cervids.
Okay, I
cervids.
didn't hear you. I'm sorry
It's all
if I
right.
didn't hear you. But that's it. That's the
Yeah.
term. I was like, cervids.
I was just thinking,
yeah.
like, well, which one? What is it, Chuck?
Yeah,
Oh, you're gonna go
bovine
crazy.
is like the cow thing, but
Yeah.
cervids
Yeah.
cover the whole gamut of
Okay.
Yep.
anything with a cloven hoof. That includes
I
Satan.
always like the word
Yeah, I'm good now.
bovine.
You good, Jeff?
That was a cool word.
But yes, they convinced me I ate mom's birthday cake while I was asleep.
That's terrible, bro.
You
Yeah,
How
have
long
the
did it
best
take
sisters
you?
ever.
You're a-holes.
Hey, Jeff,
It's like diabolical. It is.
on the record here, your sisters
Mhm.
are dead to me.
I'll let them know. I'll be the messenger.
Thank you.
On Mother's
Bless
Day?
you. Blessings to you only.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Be right at dawn.
Got me hyped up now.
Yeah, me too.
Chuck, I'm sure you remember this show. I know you guys do. Remember the cartoon Gargoyles?
Oh, yeah.
Vaguely.
It was about like these, I don't know if they were
Gargoyles.
vigilante or like considered anti-heroes, but
Yeah.
these gargoyle statues that would come alive.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it had the cool theme song, but you know, it's funny. What do you think about stuff like that? Do you think it's based off something real? Like, it is funny how they use like cathedrals and whatnot. Will use
There's a lot of gargoyles out there.
Yeah, like what is a gargoyle? You don't hear a lot of talk about that now, but I mean these kind of beastly winged creatures that are guardians. Centuries, yeah.
They're always
What do you think
everywhere.
Backstory about some of
I
this?
don't know, but there's got to be something to it. It's too prolific. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's everywhere.
yeah. I mean, when was the last time you heard a spooky story about a gargoyle? Like, oh, I saw one once, or I saw one move. You know, like stone statues.
Well, we don't have enough of them anymore. Everything's made out of vinyl siding and shingles.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Don't you
There's no
talk about my
stone
house.
anywhere.
cookie cutters. Yeah,
Yeah, the peasants can't have that
Do you not
stone.
see this brick wall behind me?
Wait a minute, is that cinder block? Wait a minute.
yeah. I just think about that kind of stuff. I'm like,
there's something to
lore
it, yeah.
behind that? Yeah,
Yeah.
There's got to be.
Yeah, there's got to be something to it. Why would you put those up there with wings, with horns, with fangs,
Yeah,
with bulging eyes, always
and they're
watching?
different too, and they're massive.
Yeah, scary looking, muscular.
The Watchers.
Because there
The
had to be
Watchers.
something, depending how old the statue is, that the sculptor would have to look at, like, okay, sculpt a
reference?
gargoyle. Yeah, reference. Like, well, what's a gargoyle?
What is it? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah. Tell me
Yeah.
what I'm making here.
I mean, you just get like you have like a Jersey Devil and people sign like that, right? No difference. It's I mean, I think this back then, people once people know something exists, it's a lot easier for their mind to perceive what it is they're looking at. You know, whenever you don't think something exists, your mind has a hard time knowing exactly what it is you're looking at. So it's like, okay, if I knew a gargoyle exists, I'm like, okay, I kind of look like a gargoyle or whatever it is. But if my mind doesn't know, you know, you're like, what is that? What is that? Just like Chuck just said, what is that? We don't know because you know we just don't know the truth. We've been lied to so much. The CIA has hid. Okay, well, just like the CIA hid the parasites are the main cause of cancer, right? So you take parasite cleanse, okay. That's came out in the last couple weeks. Even that guy was also on Tucker Carlson, but you know, I almost to the point where I think everything's orchestrated. Tucker, almost to the point, Candace Owens, all of them, in my opinion, sometimes like just
They're
because,
they're
yeah,
CIA operatives.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, by
Yeah.
big church because you know Candace Owens big on a cat Roman church, Catholic church, whatever. I'm like the Roman Catholics just as bad. Like who was it that killed? You know, oh my gosh, like Romans are no less guilty than the Jews. Like that killed
Hmm.
Jesus. I mean, he was killed by them, but they're the same, one and the same, pretty much. You know, like they're both bad. So
Yeah.
you know, like. So I think all religions are false. I think there's only such thing as a truth. So I think anyone that basically, if I'm going to go out and I'm going to say, hey, you need to be a Catholic or this, or I'm a Catholic, but Catholic, and me being a Catholic way, or going to have to be like accept. I can't remember what she her commencement or something where she went over to Rome or whatever it was, and the Vatican. I can't remember where it was, but it's kind of it all just set me off to where like you know they're all controlled by one opposition or the other. You know they use religion as their way in. So I mean, I kind of got off tangent there, but sorry.
It's like Star Wars, where the
Yeah.
Sith is frowned upon like they're the evil ones, but they believe in absolute
Yeah.
one power.
Well,
One.
really, the true power is knowing that there always a little bit of evil in everyone, and it's just choosing to do the
Yeah.
right thing is
That's
what
right.
makes you
Yeah.
good. You know.
I
Yep.
think that covers a lot of stuff, what you just said. That covers humanity, realizing that we're all capable of evil things. Myself, everybody you know. But you're right. It's about doing the right thing. We all
Yeah,
have evil and sin in our heart, but you have to choose the light. And just the other night, I here at the house, I was getting upset about the kids doing something or other, and I was upset, and I apologized, but it's like you have to. We're all
you're all gonna be
human.
overwhelmed. You know.
We're all human, man, and you have to do
Mhm.
the right thing, and you have to own up to it and accept it, and do the right thing.
And
Yeah,
even
that's
admit that
it.
you did wrong. That's doing the
Yeah,
right thing.
admitting you did wrong. Yes.
It does, just because you want to do the right thing doesn't mean you can't do wrong. It just means like, hey, I did wrong. I admit my faults, and I move on. Dwelling
Yeah.
on it doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah. As a human race, it's like that's where I think they don't want you accountability is what they're trying to kill.
Yeah,
Do
that's
whatever
a,
you
that's a
want.
great way to put it. Yeah, and also, admitting when you're wrong, having grace on
Yeah.
others,
Grace. That's it. That's the word I
yeah,
was looking for.
because
Grace,
it's
yeah.
yeah, like I'm not. It's not always pretty at
Nobody's
times.
perfect.
And
Yeah.
emotion
Right.
gets the best of you, and but yeah, I know it's tough
It's,
being human.
it
It
is.
really is.
You
It's
know, the
tough
one
being
thing
a
that
human. It's tough being a father. It's tough being a husband. It's tough being a human being.
Yeah.
And then when you get all this other stuff we're talking about with manipulation and the media and all this thing that you going to work, doing all this stuff, it's hard to have grace
Yep.
amidst all that.
Yep.
well, the thing that got me too is like when Trump's like, I have 100% approval rating. I'm like, that is hilarious. Now, I've never seen a higher narcissist than myself than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gonna
He's
lie. And
Yeah.
then come out to find out, I don't know if you guys found this, but apparently, I'm just gonna say this probably will get us all shadow banned on this episode, but what was it? Israel gave him Trump
Oh,
the
he's the new
silver
Messiah.
the silver
yes.
Yeah.
crown,
I
Yes.
so
just saw
he's
Yeah.
now
that.
the
Yep.
Yeah.
Messiah, the Mashiach, or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call
Yep.
it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Here we
tell
go.
me that's not King Narcissus right there.
Let's let the train roll. Here we go.
And
Yep.
anyone that's like, oh no, he did it, he wouldn't do that. I'm like, listen, I voted
He
for the guy
would.
one time. That was the first time, only time ever since then. I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. And sorry to say it, but he's just not a good man. If he's
He's
a
bought.
good man,
He's bought.
you don't start a war for no reason,
Right.
and you don't do anything that he's done. If you want, you do what you say, and you say what you do. If you can't do that, you're trash.
You
don't
don't
care.
send tomahawk missiles into fools.
Three of them,
Right.
at least three of them. There's
Yeah.
at least three
Yeah.
or four.
You want to go
I mean-
really hardcore? I think it's time for the Second Sons of Liberty to show up.
There's the watch list.
There's a watch.
Hey,
list.
you
We're
made the
already
list.
on it.
Congratulations.
But you know what I mean? Honestly,
Yeah.
I just watched a documentary on
Oh,
Thomas
okay.
Jefferson and our Declaration. You know, here we are. Here we are again, but at a much larger scale.
And then
It's-
what? The IDF, USA. troops
That's
and
right. We
got
were
together.
texting about that. Now
Piss off, mates.
there's a merge with the IDF and the U.S. military for technological military use between both.
We've
so
already been
we-
doing that anyways.
We've
so
been
I
doing it
mean,
anyways, but now it's official. And it's like, I'm sure a lot of people are not happy with that merger, like officially. And to me, it was alarming because I think it's underreported, first of all. And second of all, why are we uniting that closely with another nation
Mhm.
when the current conflict is going on, trying to perpetuate a world war
Mhm.
in the name of you know who, and doing this? It's like, it's really alarming. It just scares me. Like, it really showed who's pulling our strings.
Yep.
And what kind of mess we're going to get into, because like Chuck, you were saying, on everything we got to deal with, it affecting everyone on a global scale. And I just think, gosh, it's just like, it's kind of like when you watch a really bad boss just make this bad decisions over and over and over again.
Right.
And it's
Right.
bringing everybody down. They're like, I'm doing the best.
I'm
you
the
know,
best ever.
I'm the best
What's
ever. People
wrong?
worship me.
I
You know?
will give Trump in his own will his benefit of the doubt. He's either being
He's an extreme
controlled or he's
narcissist.
really stupid. All right. Now
He's
we
Chuck
all know
said it
Trump
before.
would admit he's stupid, so he's only can be controlled because why? He's not going to do stupid things, but what to us is stupid because we know it's evil. But he's being controlled because even he'd admit, I ain't stupid. And he'd say,
Well-
he thinks we're stupid. All right. But
Well,
that's only
Chuck
two
said it.
ways.
He's a
Yeah.
useful idiot.
He's an extreme narcissist.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
wants to win, and he knows who has the cards right now.
We're gonna
Right
win
now.
We're gonna win big.
And we're going to do it good.
Greatest win you've ever
We're going to
seen.
win back better.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
We're gonna win
find
back better.
Trump.
We have the biggest nukes. They're the biggest ones
Right.
ever.
Yes. I tell you what,
I'll tell you what, Jeff.
they go
We're gonna
boom.
drop the biggest nuke you've ever
Biggest
seen with
bomb.
your eyes. Don't look at it.
I think everybody needs to focus on building a better garden
Yeah. No kidding.
right
Hey,
now.
that's what I've been doing all weekend. Gardening.
Have you? Seriously?
I was life's a garden, dig it, baby.
Yeah, we've got one.
Dude, I'm serious, man. I used to have a garden years ago, and it was the best thing ever. When you had tomatoes and sweet potatoes and rhubarb and
Oh,
carrots and everything else that you eat out of your own that
Yeah.
you grew.
No, it's still the only problem thing is with having your own garden is we got the SOBs up in the sky spraying chemicals down
Yeah,
from-
yeah.
on us, but like,
I
hey,
got SOBs next door spraying chemicals on the field that kill my
Yeah.
fruit trees.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
I
Dude,
know.
I know all about it. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, you can't grow anything of your own, or it's going to die.
yeah, farmers
Well,
like.
Isn't
go
it
ahead.
illegal to collect rainwater too?
Oh, I'm sure you have a
I've-
permit. You got to
Well,
get taxed
I think
on
it depends
that.
on what you use, because you can have rain barrels, but yeah, I'm sure if you do the wrong thing, yeah.
Not in Indiana, I don't think. It depends on where you live.
Well, the Department of Homeland Defense, or you should technically you're supposed to call them when you want to have a bonfire or a fire. You're not allowed to burn anything.
Am I supposed to call them when I want to give them two middle fingers too?
Yeah, that's
What's the number?
serious, dude. It's crazy.
I'm ready.
So
Call them at the
go-
right time. they'll
The
come
amount- the
push your
amount of
feet
thing-
before bed.
Yeah. The amount of things they have in place to handle the people they don't like is insane.
That is true. And
I
you
mean,
have the simps that do their bidding. That's the
Yeah.
scary part. There are
Yeah.
people that will it's like the hall monitor kid that you get a little badge and it's like they get people to actually do these jobs. It's crazy.
I know. Well, they don't
Ja-
hire high IQ people to be cops, right? They hire low IQ people. No offense, but like if you
Hey,
have a high intelligence, there's a chance you're not going to be caught for long because one, you get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two, you're going to see the
Yeah.
corruption.
Yeah.
Like that's just how it goes. They hire the people that don't have a whole bunch of ethics. They have low IQ. They don't. They want to
Yeah.
be part of a group, and they just want power. All right. They know how to get that. They just by what they do. And don't get me wrong. There's good cops, and some people stick it out, but the majority of them,
Yeah,
I
the
mean, they're
free
all paid by
thinkers,
corporate America. They're not
the
actually
free
Free thinkers.
thinkers don't do
No.
well with a
no.
system like that.
No, you have to be a robot.
You
The
just
You have
gotta
to be
opposite,
gotta-
ordered. Yeah.
But is there anything else you guys want to touch on before we close this out?
I mean, just kind of a random thing.
Okay.
Me and my buddy had a conversation last night. We had a realization of why the U.S. is so scary to invade. Because we went and had that range day yesterday, and we were just shooting, and the neighbor came over, just some random dude. He had like 2 or 3 guns, and he just picked up one of the guns, and he was just tinging steel at 100 yards away, like standing up, like it was no problem. And like that's
Right.
just a little-
Everybody's well versed
yeah. It's like
Mhm.
in arms. Yeah.
it's like in other countries how everybody knows how to play soccer. It's like
Right.
America
We're-
in the sticks, everybody knows how to shoot guns, and that's part of why it's so scary.
We're like the Swiss, but without the government doctrine.
Believe me, they wouldn't waste bullets or a land invasion. They're just going to bomb us off the map.
That's also fair.
Yeah,
It'll be
we'll get
drones.
our
It won't be
waters,
man. It'll be
Yeah.
drones.
Yeah,
You're
drones.
right.
That's
Hey,
a-
did you
oh,
did you
God,
guys see
scary.
what the problem is in Ukraine with all the fiber optic drones?
Yes.
And how all that like they're like it's just laced with like fiber optics because the way they did the other radio drones was they could shoot them down with the give them a strong EMF signal, and it would drop the drone. Now they got fiber optics, so and you just got these thin ass lines. It just goes for miles and miles, and if you look up, it just looks like spider webs, just fiber optics all across.
Yes.
Who'd have
Yes.
thought that they had?
Yeah.
And who's making all this fiber optic wire? Guarantee it. It's us, U.S.
Yep.
It's you know what I'm saying? Like,
When this war first started in Ukraine, their Vice came out with a really good documentary following one of the drone pilots. It's like a 30-40 minute doc explaining all the drone warfare stuff, and
Can you
that's
link
just
that?
terrifying.
Link that in our chat
Yeah,
if you think about it.
yeah, I'll send it.
Yeah, you can email it.
And I've seen a few really good documentaries from Ukraine because, of course, the whole thing's on a GoPro, but
Yep.
there's some wild stuff.
Well, I know we all practice with firearms and we do different things.
Yeah, I
And
shot a raccoon the other day.
heck yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my chickens.
yeah,
yeah,
I was gonna
sure.
shoot one the other day. He took off, but
The you guys ever heard of Grand Thumb on YouTube?
Yes, I love Grand Thumb.
Yeah, yeah.
He's prior military, but he's got some good training montages. But like him and everybody else, the new training that's being added is shooting drones. Or like kind of like skeet trap, you know,
dude.
like
Right.
throwing up a clay pigeon, except it's like they have like disposable drone. It's like that's what they're practicing for. Like they're
Yeah.
training for, like for drones.
Tungsten
load up on
shot.
shotgun.
Like some of my
Yeah.
personal experience, obviously never in war. I won't make that claim ever, but it was a training op, and it was my last training op in the Army. So they were just kind of testing out little drones like that. And we were out in the field, and I know those things were on us quick.
Yeah.
Like it'd be in the middle of the night, you just hear it, and then we'd all have to dive in the trees because we're playing war. But
You're
just
too fast.
thinking about the real life applications of that,
Scary.
horrifying. I would have died 3 times over easily.
Yeah.
Like, oh, drones are terrifying.
Well, yeah, the
Yeah,
thing
that's
is,
flying
now-
guy.
it's video
IEDs.
games, man.
Yeah,
because now you have a thermal signature you have to try
Yeah.
to hide. You know, so
Yes.
You gotta
umbrellas.
go back to Predator and cover yourself in mud.
That's what I was just thinking.
Are you serious?
Yes. I was like
Umbrellas
literally
cover
putting on my
thermal.
face.
yeah, umbrellas, right? Yeah, I guess you're saying
Yeah, umbrellas will cover your thermal.
What about the drone pilots though? I mean, that's I mean, do those guys have the VR set up or what are they doing?
Oh yeah. So in the Vice documentary, I'll send it in the chat, but you can see the dude. He's just got a VR headset on, and it looks like he's playing a video game. Like
Yeah.
he's smacking his vape while he's killing Russians. It's insane,
That's insane. That
It-
scares the hell out of me.
dude.
I hate
Like, how
these
many
little
kills you guys?
twitchy,
Like 10,000.
autistic guys running a video controller.
Yeah.
And
in their
that's
mom's
why do you think
basement.
they push video games so much in the U.S.
You're right.
Why
Yeah.
they have
Live on them.
scholarships
Call of
for-
Duty. Yeah.
Yes. They have
My boy is going to be a
scholarships
drone
for colleges.
operator, I think.
Yeah.
Say that again.
I said my boy's going to be a drone operator, I think. He's in there right now, my youngest. He's in
Hell
there.
yeah.
He's like ranked like 20 in Call of Duty in the leaderboards worldwide.
He's
I didn't
"That's
even
what
know
done
that."
me, Father.
He's gonna be just fine.
Well, I mean, but he's playing for the wrong team.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's the
That's why I would-
problem.
Uh,
I don't have the resources to have my own drone army.
yeah.
You know, my own defense force
I
to
think
my boy to
that's-
protect.
That's
It's
one of those
crazy.
things you just figure out as you're in it.
It's crazy, bro.
Oh, I
It's
missed my
unfortunate.
target. Man, friendly fire. I just did Call of Duty. They turned friendly fire on. We talking about?
Yeah. Well,
Scary stuff.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure a couple months ago there was a drone attack on some French soldiers from Israel, or within the past 6 months, something has happened with a drone attack on NATO soldiers from Israel.
And that could have been classified as a wrong target or buried.
There was retaliation after the
Was
French
there?
shot down the drone. Like it wasn't whoopsies, it was
So they knew.
it was known. I don't remember the specifics. I'll try and find that after this.
Yeah. That's what's crazy, man. It's just-
There's a bunch of crazy stuff.
all
Ground
false
news is a
flag.
great
World.
source if you guys don't use it.
What is
What
it?
is it?
Ground news.
Ground news. Okay, I've heard of that. So I'm gonna start using it.
I really like them. They have like left and right, and then they put it in the center.
Yeah.
You a better idea of what's actually going on, and it's not biased from both sides.
Hmm.
It's pretty solid.
I'll have to take a look at that.
For sure.
I get a lot
Yeah.
of I think I've sent you guys some of that stuff. The name is Real News No Bullshit. Have you seen them?
Think
I know
so.
I've sent some of that. Yeah. They're independent.
Dude, it cracks me up on like Instagram reels. You will get cartoon fish that are giving you better news than anything on the actual news. It cracks me up every time.
Well,
And
the
it's
thing that really
real, yeah.
sorry, the thing that even gets me about the Ukraine war was that stuff started in 2014. Everything that started and why Ukraine got taken over started in 2014, and it was under Obama's watch. And I'm not saying like anyone's a saint, but it was definitely we're working. We instigated that. We have instigated everything since probably 1948. So
Well,
No
every
kidding.
country we've
Yeah.
been at war with has, in like the past 60 years, have been countries that haven't taken the universal banking system.
Yes.
well,
I
no,
hope you
that's
say
no,
that.
no, that's not true. Hitler did the same thing. He kept
Yeah, yeah. You go back far enough. Yep.
saying,
That's a common thread, though.
I mean, everyone. It doesn't matter who it was. Napoleon.
Hey,
saying-
man, Hitler's a demon. Don't you forget it.
Yeah, that's what they keep on telling us. I know, man. I get it. I'm not
He's
saying
a
he's the
demon.
greatest, but everyone's got to rise up and have listen. Hitler, I get it, didn't do like everything perfectly, but no one
Well,
does.
there's some context, dude. Life is not
do.
black and white.
You can't exactly. So sit there and say, "Oh, he didn't do this." I'm like, "Well, yeah, he would. It wouldn't. Nothing would have worked out. It wouldn't. There's only one way, and obviously it didn't work out for him anyways. But it would have only worked one way, and it wouldn't have been to show sympathy towards people that was never going to give you any. That's it, right there. You can't show sympathy towards someone that will never give
Show you sympathy. Yeah.
They're never going to.
Well, yeah, we could dive into that freaking black hole forever.
Oh, there's all kind of stuff we can talk about.
General Patton,
Yeah.
jeez, what happened to him? Oh, the 6
I'm
minutes.
just saying,
I tell you where they were. They were in Russia, hiding.
Or the Bolshevik revolution.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. There's a lot. Yeah,
That
there's
was
a lot
so
to
much.
unpack there, and we're never going to get this on the air.
No shot.
Okay.
We
What do
tried.
you guys
Yeah.
think
Nobody
about
wants to hear this truth.
We're thinking
We
about what?
might have to roll over to Rumble. No joke.
We could start posting feet pics.
There you go.
Or
Yes.
picks.
Start.
Whole picks. With
Yeah,
I've already
strawberry.
started
Let's
counting
go.
months ago.
Yeah, my
Strawberry
real strawberry jam. This is what hemorrhoids looks like.
All the donations like
Natural.
That's
jam,
for
more
preparation
All
H, baby.
natural flavor.
Emphasis on natural flavors.
Preparation.
Yeah. Yeah,
See,
you
Guys,
consider
I gotta get out of here and go help my wife weed eat. She's weeding the front landscaping.
Oh, you're good. Let me
Does she
take
look
us out.
cool?
Yeah.
Don't
Does she
stop
look
her.
cool?
Does she look cool?
Oh, she's always cool, dude. She's a sexy beast.
Oh, dude, my face is getting red.
If I didn't have her, I'd be living under a bridge, boys. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's it for Milkhouse Conspiracy Theories. Peace out.
See you guys.
Later.